Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Big Papa D here, and today I'm actually making a little bit of a different kind of video. We're not really streaming, I'm just making a video where I will be demonstrating how to do a certain thing. Now, if you guys have been following this series, I have created this iron farm, which is right behind me, and now I have so much iron that I have nowhere to store it. So I want to make myself some kind of a store where I'll be able to sell said iron. So first thing that we gotta do is actually we are going to go wait, I need to get down from here first. So in order for us to start making our store, first the thing that I need to do is actually go to the store area and bring my golden shovel with me so I can claim the area where I'm going to be building my store. So the first thing that I'm going to do is actually go towards our spawn and make my way to the store area, which is right about that way. Okay, so now that we are in this big plains area, I'm going to choose where my store is going to be. I'm going to make it pretty, I'm going to actually select a pretty decent area for myself because I don't really know how big my store is going to be for now. So let's just make it as big as possible because there's plenty of land here for everybody else. So let's just make it about this big. Yeah, that should be enough. So, the main thing of this store isn't really the way the store is going to look like. It's not the design, but more the functionality. What I'm trying to make in my store is I'm trying to make an automatic trading system. So if somebody was to put an item in, like drop an item into a hopper, they would receive the item that they're buying. So for example, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sell a certain amount of iron for 1 diamond. And then obviously I'm going to implement more things, but that's still to come. So what you will need for this store is 4 sticky pistons, 2 target blocks, well, not any, but preferably 21 items that have been renamed to something random, 13 or 14 slabs of any kind of building block, at least minimum 16 of them. You'll need 2 or 3 powered rails. I believe it's 2 powered rails, but I created 6. You need 1 chest, 1 redstone lamp, 1 note block, 1 composter, 13 redstone dust, 8 redstone comparators, 7 observers, 5 droppers, 4 redstone repeaters, whatever you want your payment to be, at least one of them, at least one item of the way your payment is going to be, 3 redstone torches, any kind of block that you want to set the amount that you want to give out. So for example, if I'm trying to sell 32 iron for 1 diamond, I'll need 32 blocks of dirt, but that's later, that will be explained later. And you'll need 3 hoppers. So the first thing that you gotta do is find yourself a pretty good, decent flat area, and you will need to dig a 3 by 8 by 3 hole. So basically 3 by 8 and then 3 down. Okay. So the first thing that you gotta do is you gotta determine where the front of your store is going to be. Let's just say, for the sake of this video, I don't even know where I am at the moment, but let's say for this video, this here is going to be the front of our store. So what I'm going to do is I need to put 2 hoppers facing this way, 1 and 2. So they're both facing that way, and then we will need to put a chest under the first hopper right there, and then another hopper facing said chest. Next, what you want to do is you want to grab a redstone lamp that you have with you, place it on top of the second hopper, and then grab 1 dropper and put it on top of the redstone lamp like this. Then you come behind, you select whatever building block you have, you put it right behind your redstone lamp, and then you gotta grab a comparator and put it facing away from the dropper like this. into a block. So let's just do this. And then under this block, we need to put a slab. So I'm just going to jump down over here. We grab a slab, put it right there. Sucks that I have to keep going back and forth, but then we just grab ourselves one redstone dust and we place it right there. So this is going to be the light mechanism that will determine that if there's items here, that it's available for sale. If there is no items, it's going to be off. This will be explained later. Now you want to point at the bottom hopper, place a slab right next to it. Then you got to put a redstone comparator facing away from the hopper. Then you grab yourself a block, put it like so. Then you go down. Since we have no blocks here, we're going to keep it this way. Or actually, yes, let's do this. We put one redstone dust, two redstone dust. We take out our redstone repeater facing this way, so towards the hoppers that are there. We put it like this, going into a block with a redstone torch on the side of it. Hopefully I can just... Wait 1 second. This is a little bit more complicated than it should have been. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So we're trying to put a redstone torch that is lit up under this hopper. Now this step is going to be a little bit more complicated because there's a lot more things that we got to do. So first things first, grab a dropper, make it facing this way, then you grab another dropper and make it face into the dropper that you just put. So these two droppers need to be facing each other. Then you got to take out your note block, put it behind the second dropper, put a block on top of the note block, and you got to get an observer that's going to be facing into this block. So in order to do that, let's just get a dirt block and do this. There we go. So the observer is facing downwards. You can see it. The arrow is pointing down, and we can get rid of this block right here. Now, away from the second dropper, you have to take a redstone comparator, point it into a block, from which comes a redstone repeater, into a redstone comparator with this thing lit up. Then once you put this comparator here, you got to put a block diagonally from that comparator. Put one redstone dust from this side and one redstone dust from this side, and then connect them together on top of this block. Now once you have this system set up like this, you got to grab your observer and place it facing up like this, and it should be facing a block with two slabs pointing from each side of this block. Then you got to take your redstone dust and make a line along all three blocks. Now the next part is going to be a little bit more complicated, but it's very important, so try to bear with me here. You got to put a target block like this, then you grab your sticky piston, you put it on top of said target block, facing this way, into another target block. Next to this target block, you gotta take your two remaining droppers and make them face each other one more time. So for us to do that, this is what we'll do. And there we go. Both of our droppers are facing each other one more time. So now that we got two of our droppers right there, we take a little bit of slabs, do some of this, just creating ourselves some kind of platform to put some more comparators facing away from these two droppers, and they will be facing into two blocks, which will have the two remaining redstone torches facing away from them. Now, here, we have to put an observer facing like this, and then directly under this observer, so we'll just do something like this. There. We gotta put some more redstone dust, and you should see it lit up like that. I actually messed up here. These should be regular blocks. Sorry for this confusion here. It's easily fixed. So instead of regular blocks, instead of slabs, these should be regular blocks. Moving this redstone this way, and now is when we put our slabs, which is going to look something like this. Here we need to put a redstone comparator and a redstone repeater. Now this is very important in which way you put it. So on the left side should be a redstone repeater. There we go. It should light up and it should be facing that way. And on this side should be a redstone comparator. There we go, which should also light up. Now, from this block over here, we should have a sticky piston. So in order to do that, we should come this way. Should have a sticky piston facing this way, attached to a block, and then we need to run. I don't know why I don't have enough redstone dust. There we go. Now we have enough redstone dust. I don't know where my other one went. Now all you gotta do is place a slab over here, redstone dust, and redstone dust on the observer. Okay, so now the last thing to do is to connect the back to the front of this contraption. We do that by placing one observer facing up from the back, coming into another observer facing the front, two powered rails going into two more observers. This is how it should look like. Now there is another option in this store which will prevent players from buying items if the store has run out of stock. So that's what the other materials are for, like the rest of the sticky pistons and the repeaters and the composter. But for the sake of my store, I'm a greedy bastard. If people want to donate some diamonds for me, I don't mind. So I'm not gonna do this for my store. So now comes the important part, and that's when you're trying to set up your store. So basically, you're trying to set up what is going to be the method of payment and how much of it you want, and also the method of selling, so whatever you're trying to sell and how much of it you're going to sell. So the first thing that we got to do, we got to come up to our second hopper, this one right here. We got to check it, select it. Oh, there's my redstone dust, and I was looking for it. Okay. We need to put 21 of our named items. So in my case, I have 43 magic beans. So we do it this way. 1, 2, 3. And then we put 18 of them into this slot. And whatever item you want to be as your payment method. In my case, it's diamonds. Now what you want to do is you want to come back and go all the way down to the bottom two droppers that you got over here. Choose the first one, fill it up with some kind of stackable block, like 64 of them, like a whole stack. Fill it up as much as possible. Now you go to your target block over here, and there's two droppers. Choose the first dropper and put as many items as you want for your customer to receive. So for example, in my case, I want my store to sell a stack of iron for 4 diamonds. So in this case, it's going to be, if you do the math, it's going to be 1 diamond for 16 iron ingots. So the way you do it, you got to put the desired amount minus 5. So in this case, if I am choosing 1 for 16, I will need to put 11 items in here, and then 3 in here. And finally, what you want to do is you want to fill up your dropper with what you're trying to sell. Fill it up as much as possible. It's always good to have a bunch of stock here. So now I still have some iron ingots here. I'm going to move them because I want to test this machine. I want to see if I'm going to receive exactly 16 iron ingots once I put my diamond in there. So let's see. Look at this! Exactly 16 iron ingots, just as I wanted. Now that we know that it works with 1 diamond, it gives us 16 iron blocks in return. Let's try with 4 diamonds and check if our store here is going to give us a stack of iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. 64 iron ingots, stack of iron, just like we wanted. So, this is how you make a store in Minecraft, I guess. There's a lot of different versions of how to make this. I had to follow a specific tutorial. I will include the link to this tutorial in the description of this video. Obviously, now the only thing that I have left to do is make this whole place pretty and presentable. I'm obviously going to do this off camera because nobody likes to see people building. But yeah, okay, so this is how my iron store looks for now. It's still not complete because I'm starting to run out of iron blocks because I'm literally building it all out of iron blocks. It's going to look prettier, don't worry about it. I'm just here to kind of show what's going to happen and how customers are going to use this this store. So we have Omega here, a lovely cuddly Omega, to demonstrate. Why did you just lose your pants? Yes, please don't take off your pants. So we have Omega here to demonstrate how to use this iron store. Obviously, do not mind the design for now. It's obviously going to look better. So the way it works, you just drop diamonds in the hopper, and then in the hopper, and then you just receive your iron ingots. 1 diamond is for 16 iron ingots, or basically it's just 4 diamonds for a stack of iron. So if this lamp is on, do you see this lamp right there? If this lamp is on, that means that trades are available and you can use it, because if that lamp is off and you throw diamonds, I just take your diamonds and you don't get anything in return. So the lamp is on, it should be working. So for you, I am giving you 16 irons for free because you're helping me here to demonstrate this. So here you go, here's a diamond. So you can throw that diamond in there. Just come closer to it, yeah, and throw it in there. And it's gonna give you 16 irons. And tell me, Omega, in the chat, how many irons did that give you? 16. Perfect. So our store is working. That's exactly how our iron store is going to be working. Obviously, this place is going to be off limits to people because I have this thing claimed. But essentially, what this does is just it takes me down to the collection area where I'm going to collect payments and whatnot. Actually, I should be putting some more lanterns here just in case. So I have all this area here for storage of the payment, or even storage of my iron, just in case. But yeah, that's it. That's how my store is going to work. Obviously, it's going to look a lot prettier in the long run because I just don't have enough materials. But so far, this is how it is. Thank you so much, Omega. That's it. This is it for my iron store. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.